G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and welcome back to the Evermoor server, and we have a problem. We have a very, very big problem. You know, I've got a survival series already, and I'm also playing on this multiplayer server, and I do all my time lapses. I just haven't been spending enough time here, so yeah, I was just perusing YouTube the other day and I saw Meg Ray had uploaded a new video. Man, we are falling behind. I'm certainly not upset with what I've built here. I mean, we've got our little village just starting to come along. We've added that barn in right there. And we do have the beautiful Golden Hall. I absolutely love this thing. I still have to finish decorating the inside. I mean, this place does look super awesome, but I still haven't done anything inside those rooms. We've got to go ahead and do that. So yeah, I have done a fair bit, but yeah, seeing Meg Ray's base on that video, I'll link her video in the description too if you want to check it out. But I'll also take you there for a visit. I haven't visited anyone's bases in any of my videos, so that will be something interesting to see, and yeah, one glimpse at what she's done, and this place won't be looking very good. So this episode is going to be all about building, and that's why I've built this thing right here. Well, actually, I'll show you why I've built that thing right there. And it may get pretty dark in the shaders, but we'll give it a go anyway. So originally, when I first started building those houses up above, I needed a lot of hay bales. So in here, in the mechanics of my base, so we're underground here, I've got a little sugarcane farm and a way too big pumpkin and melon farm here. Yeah, all my chests are full of pumpkins and melons now. I'm going to have to start giving them away, or maybe destroy half of that. It's just too big. But in here is where I was getting all my hay bales from. I've got lots of seeds in here from using this little micro farm. So you probably saw me using this a bit at the start of the video to get some resources. So I've just been getting all my wheat out of this, loading it up with bone meal. But yeah, I decided I don't want to have it in this tiny little dodgy room that sort of has no access. So we've built the barn upstairs, and yeah, we've made a brand new one of those. And I think I am going to name this Doc Brown's Barn, because if you remember from Back to the Future 3, when Doc was living in the Wild West, he had his big work shed, and inside he was housing the DeLorean. So let's definitely get these shaders off. So this monstrosity is my new micro farm, and it's my first attempt at designing my own, and the only reason it looks so big is because I've got chests after chests sort of leading in to our dispensers, and they are all loaded up with all the bone meal I have in the world. So this is actually, I shouldn't have to refill it for a long time, and it's working really well. I've got 4 dispensers down there. I know I only use 3, but I've just figured why not? Might as well chuck in 4 of them, and that's working great. And I've also got a hopper underneath just to collect some of the goodies. So most will go into my inventory, but I've also got some coming into here, so I can go for a lot longer before my inventory fills up with seeds and junk. And I've also got a little composter arrangement here, so I can put the seeds in and make more bone meal. But yeah, you saw those chests below full of seeds. I always like to keep my seeds in case later on in the series I want to build massive wheat fields just for nice decoration. In my single player world, I've got so many of them as well. But yeah, let's wander over to Meg Ray's base, and I'll show you why my beautiful little village here is just not cutting it. And it looks like I'm not the only person who has come over to have a look at the base. He is absolutely mesmerized. So Meg is out here in the jungle right next to my snowy area. It's a little bit of a flight, but over in that direction somewhere you'll find my base. And yeah, let's just wander up here, and I'll show you the tiny little thing that she has built. Yep, that is pretty awesome. Look, I'm even impressed by these little channels of water. This place is so pretty. But yes, up the back there, we've got the big panther head. And she's got soul speed on her boots. I've really got to get me some of them. So that's why she's got all this soul soil down here. But have a look at this guy. Here I am looking down at the soul soil when we've got that beautiful head up there. That is how to use Blackstone, guys. That is so cool. But that's not what I saw on her video she put out in her time lapse. And I'm not sure how much of this is spawn proof. So let's make sure we don't put any holes in her base. But yeah, if we come through here and into her main base, but then if we look down here, down the throat of the panther, this is what she was building. Don't feed the pigeons. Okay, no worries. Wow. It's a great big dome, I guess, to keep the bees in so they don't escape. Now, she did say in her video that this wasn't completely spawn proof, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But look at this, guys. She has dug all the way down to the ground there and built a huge tree in here. This is so pretty. Let's this is the first time I've had a walk through it. I've just seen her video and I want to have a little wander. She got anything in there? Ooh, she does. Oh, look at this. Yes, these are the guys. I saw these in her video. She's taken the weapons off them. So she must have got them shooting at something, and that is brilliant. I think this is spoilers. She hasn't shown any of the... Although she doesn't really... She only does time lapses on the server. I don't think she's actually doing episodes, so shouldn't be really spoilers if I show this. I've got to get these guys in my single player world. I want to populate my castle with these dudes. Just getting them to shoot at a villager or something until their crossbow breaks, and then they are nice and happy. And hopefully, if you have a bunch of them around, maybe the pillager patrols will stop spawning in. That would be super cool. But yeah, guys, this is lovely. And maybe I'll just take a shortcut down to the bottom. I'll keep my rockets handy just in case we see a creeper. But let's run down here. And yep, got big pillars here just holding up that spiral staircase that comes all the way down. And yeah, down there we've just got a lovely little thing with cuddly pandas. Yep, it's very pretty, and we don't have anything like this. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I've been inspired. I don't feel like building more houses in the village because that's what I'm doing in the single player world. It's just all houses. I actually want to take inspiration from this, and I am going to build a tree to rival this one. So you see how massive this is. Do you think I'm going to build something like this? Cortez is going to build a tree 1/10 the size. And you might have noticed at the start of the video when I was gathering all the resources, I gathered a lot of stuff that I didn't use in the barn, and that's because I was getting it ready for the build that we're going to do. And I'm going to start sort of mixing themes here. Like up there I did the Golden Hall from Lord of the Rings, from Edoras. And then I pretty much down here, I didn't start building Edoras, I just went full Viking, because it's sort of the same theme. So I think we are going to mix it up again, and we are going to go some Game of Thrones out in the forest right there. That's such a pretty forest. I really like just standing here and looking out over my wall. So I'm going to pick a spot just inside that forest. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it from here, or maybe I'll see it from up there. We are going to attempt a Weirwood. Those red trees, well, white trees with red leaves, and the crazy looking faces on them. So I don't know if I'll go into too much detail on the face, but we're going to build a nice tree, and I might even do a few custom pine trees around it. Not sure yet, but I'm going to jump in creative and start building this thing. Like that's what all the... you saw me with the snowman getting snow. I'm going to use a lot of snow for the white trunk of the tree. We're going to use the netherwort blocks that you saw me going at before, getting them. We're going to use them for the leaves. And we need a bunch of end rods, and that's why I'm growing that stuff over there. So I've got a bit more resource gathering to do. And then, guys, we are going to start doing a little bit of gardening. So as I was doing that time-lapse, you could be forgiven for thinking, as I was building the trunk of the tree, Cortez, what on earth are you doing? That looks like an absolute mess. And that's because, leaf blocks are semi-transparent, you can see through them, but I was using solid blocks for the leaves, and usually when I do that, I do the leaves really, really sparse so you can still see the branches in between, but this time I wanted to go really dense with the leaves, and then to be able to see the branches behind there, I figured I would need an immense amount of them. So that's what I did. I just had branches going absolutely everywhere, and it worked out great. So even though the leaves are really thick, we can see the branches in there. So I've just got some red terracotta with the netherwort blocks, a bit of glass so I can shine my end rods through there so it doesn't become a massive just spawning area. And then also put in some of the crimson netherrack with the little leafy things on top. So I thought that was a nice little touch, but it did turn out a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So just so it wouldn't look too out of proportion, I've gone and mixed in a few of these pine trees in there, just some bigger ones. So I think you can only see 3 from right here. I've got another one sticking up over there, but I built 5 of them. Maybe if we go up to the Golden Hall, we will get a better view. If I can take off, there we go. Gee, I love this hall. It looks so good. Yes, we can see the other ones from here. So, whoops, nearly fell off. Got one just sitting down there. It's tucked behind the hill, so it's a bit harder to see. And then a great big one up the back that's kind of obscured by that tree. We will probably do a few more. But yeah, at the moment, I'm very tired of building trees. So even though this was a slightly pointless addition to the base area, it does give us something very cool to look at as we peek out over the fence of my village area. And I'm just looking up, I'm being a little bit careful, like I put end rods everywhere, but there still are a lot of spawning spaces. And the first time I flew down to the bottom after building it, I had zombies down here, so I'm just quickly checking that I'm not going to get a creeper fall on my head. So what I've done here is pretty much exactly what I did inside my walled area. Underneath this snow layer, I've just put a bunch of leaf blocks, so nothing is going to spawn down here on the bottom. And then I've just scattered a lot of end rods around the trunk here, just to make sure that these snow blocks aren't spawnable. So the trunk's not completely snow, it's mostly snow, but I've mixed in some of these white mushroom blocks in there as well. And I think that's looking pretty cool. So there's my face. I haven't gone to too much crazy detail. Like, I actually considered just putting a jack-o'-lantern sort of head in there. It was completely the wrong colour, but it did make the face look pretty cool. So anyway, that's the face that I've gone for. And I've got a little bit of redstone lying around because I might make that a dot. Because, in a few of the pictures I've seen of the Weirwoods, they are crying blood. So, I thought that looked pretty cool. But yes, that is a lovely little addition to the base area. I should probably do a little bit more around the base of the trunk here, like some crazy bushes and things. But yeah, I think I'm just sick and tired of doing all this gardening at the moment. I might leave that for another day, otherwise I would probably just rush it. Anyway, guys, I think we are going to leave it here for today. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about these pine trees, that they were looking just a little bit odd, sticking up out of the brush all alone, but yes, I think I can definitely add some more. Now that I get a better look at them in the shaders, they are looking super cool. And I think the whole base area is looking super awesome. Gee, I love that hall. Yes, we are definitely making some progress. I think the next time you join me here, we will be doing another building because I need to move my nether portal up to here. So I think we'll just do a new building for every little thing I need in the base. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Cortezerino. I will see you later.